$2.3 million. That's what I would have if I did nothing going forward, at least for the next 25 years or so. Let me explain. And so you might be asking yourself, Andrew, is that when your secret pizza recipe comes live and you make millions of dollars? No, this is actually just using math. I'm assuming a 7% real rate of return. So after inflation, based on my current assets being age 31 and retiring early at age 55, I'd have this amount of money. Now, there's several caveats here. Number one, we don't really know what the rate of return will be in the future. We have to just work off the assumption of rates from the past, the average since market inception. There's no way to know if that's going to be higher or lower for sure, but that's with anything in investing, you're never really going to know for sure. The secondary aspect of this is I won't really stop saving or investing. I have a natural personality where I essentially get enjoyment from investing and saving. So I'm going to probably continue to do that realistically. The secondary thing is, though, I don't have to continue working or investing at my current pace. Now, this is a little bit more difficult because I still have expenses to pay, like a mortgage and utility bills and food, which all end up being about $3,300 a month that I have to net pay for. And again, I can't touch this actual invested dollars for it to just kind of grow in perpetuity until I reach retirement age. And therein lies the true difficulty of Coast Fire. It's both a great gift and almost golden chains on you. You can't stop working because you cannot touch that money. However, retirement is essentially guaranteed. Um, Guaranteed in quotes. I mean, there's never really a guarantee with anything in life, but more or less it's guaranteed just based on rates of return. And I kind of made an earlier video on this 2 videos ago. I love working. I just hate being forced to work. And it's really true, and it really embodies my current situation, which is, again, Coast-Fi, and that I'm basically forced to continue working because I have to pay my bills and I can't touch that money. And just my rate of my overhead, so to speak, mortgage, bills, car payment, etc. It's enough that I really can't almost step down in job either. Now over time that'll kind of level off, just with inflation. Now things will go up still in cost, but yeah, it's honestly it's a lovely problem to have. I'm not really complaining necessarily, but um, there is definitely a benefit to being full fire, full financially independent, and you could just hang up the keys whenever you want. Again, it's not my personality type. I like working actually, and I do get enjoyment and fulfillment out of it. I just hate being forced to work. And it's kind of ironic that I'm at a point where I don't really have to, but I also have to. And it's not in relation to not being able to retire. And in fact, I can retire early essentially on my current trajectory, but I can't just fully step away. And I can't really even step down to a large degree to a lot of jobs because I have to keep funding my lifestyle that I've created. So as it currently stands, I'm just throwing more money at my investments. It's slowed down a little bit this year because I've just had to buy a bunch of furniture and crap for my new place, but it's going to ramp up again. Again, it's just kind of my default, which is a blessing and a curse in many ways. And I'm just going to basically keep working back the year. So, right now, yes, I'm on trajectory to be able to fully retire without any issue at 55, but I could theoretically work that year back and, retire earlier potentially if I save more now, which is basically my motivating factor for saving and investing is not being able to quit, but being able to quit and still work, if that makes sense. I just want the ability for me to say, I want to work, I want to do this, not for someone else or my bills to dictate that for me.